Good morning and welcome to the Disabled Team. Hope everyone's doing extremely well today. I am Ali, mate. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Right, look, guys. I thought I'd do a quick live, really, because this situation with Rafinha, it can't go on much longer. It really can't. Fabrizio Romano said an hour ago. I'll see if I can share screen. That'll be easier. Share screen. Share. Right, there you go. Right, Fabrizio Romano says, I don't know if you can see that or not, guys. Let's zoom it in a bit. Rafinha deal, key hours ahead. Chelsea will have direct talk with his agent Deco today, waiting on an answer on personal terms. Both Barca and Arsenal trying until the end. Leeds have a full agreement with Chelsea, but it also depends on player side. Right, now the problem I've got with this, guys, right, is how long is this going to drag on? Because if we aren't careful, we're going to end up getting the likes of Adama Traore instead of, quality players, because I know for a fact some of our quality our targets like Gakpo and stuff are being looked at by other clubs now in Premier League. I don't understand why we're messing about with Barcelona for. I don't understand it. I know it's what Rafinha wants ideally, but if I were Rafinha, I'd be thinking, hang on a minute, you know what I mean? This club, Barcelona, have been in talks with me since February, March, and they still haven't sorted out a financial bid for us yet. I'd spin them off if I would be him. I would. I'd say, look, you clearly don't want me that much. I'm gonna, look for another club, sort of thing. So that's the latest with that Fabrizio Romano. I mean, everyone else is doing business, and where are you live? I am live, Mally. I am live. I am. Hi, Stuart. Hi, Leeds 2022. How are you, mate? How are you doing? I'm live, Mally. I'm live. Yeah, I'm really frustrated with all this, if I'm honest. Really, I'm frustrated because it needs to be sorted out. It really does. Morning, Liam. I hope we do it. How are you? Good morning. Hope we're doing well. Yeah, I'm live, Mally. Honest, I'm live. I'm good. How are you? I'm good. It's 2022. How are you? How are you? Not sure if it's live, lads. I'm live, Mally. Honest, I'm live. I'm definitely live. Honestly, I'm live. Promise you, I'm live. I'm picking up a cup of tea. I'm just picking up a cup of tea now. Now, I am just so frustrated with Barcelona. Do you know? This reminds me of when you go out. You go out, right, to you're gonna go to a dance competition, and you haven't got a partner, and you go into the dance room. You get there early, hoping to find a dance partner. Now, there's a woman sat there waiting. She ain't got no partner either. You go over to her. She's an average dancer. She's not the best of dancers, but she's an average dancer. She can dance, but instead you're waiting for a woman from the dance champion of 1990 to come along. You're hoping that woman from 1990 comes along, and by the time that comes round, she doesn't turn up. She just doesn't turn up, and then that person who you're waiting for, who you could have had, who's an average dancer, who's as good, who's a good dancer and do the job. You've let it go. You know what I mean? It's gone. You know what I mean? Chelsea aren't going to want to be messed about either. Chelsea will be thinking to themselves, look, we've offered the money. Do you know what I mean? Barcelona have had long enough. What's going on? Do you know what I mean? If I were Chelsea, I'd be saying, look, what's the hold up? Barcelona surely have had long enough to put this bid together. You know what I mean? To come up with at least make a bid because I don't even think they've made a bid yet, have they, properly? So I don't know. Am I supposed to be live? Yeah, Mally, I'm live, aren't I, guys? I'm live, aren't I, everybody? Hi, great, Stuart. Yeah, I'm live, aren't I? I'm sure I'm live. I'm almost positive I'm live. Mally just sent me a message saying I'm alive. Yeah. Are you there, Mally? Yeah, I'm live. Yeah, it's showing up like I'm live. 5 minutes, 8, 9, 10 seconds. Yeah, I'm live, Mally. Trust me. Honestly, I'm live. Yeah. Yes, you are live. Thank you, Leeds 2022. Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you. Yeah, I'm live, Mally. Honest. Yeah, it's but yeah, you see where I'm coming from, guys. Where what are we doing? What would you do if you were Leeds United? What would you do with Barcelona and now? What would you do with them? I know what I'd do. I'd say, so just see you later. You've had long enough. I really would, because we can't afford to lose as targets. So, if we wait too long, guys, other clubs will come sniffing around for these players, willing with, it's obvious, isn't it? It's really, really obvious. I'd love to get your thoughts in it. If I'm honest, I really would love to get your thoughts. I just don't know. I'm just reading something now. Full agreement between Richarlison and representatives and Tottenham on personal terms. That got sorted out straight away. Do you live in Leeds? No, I live in Bradford, Liam. I live in Bradford, next city. It's the next city, like Leeds and Bradford. It's about 7 miles away from Leeds. I live. It's about 7 miles away. But yeah, I am absolutely. Hang on. Leeds 2022 saying hi, Liam. Good. As long as everyone can see me comments go through. Yeah. Right. But yeah, deals are being made, and this Rafinha seems to have gone on for ages. We cannot afford this deal to drag. Honestly, we can't. We'll get left behind. We just, we can't waste no more time with Barcelona. They need to be told now. Look, you had your chance. Your chance has gone. We've agreed terms with Chelsea. We're not willing to sell to you. That's all I need to say, guys. That is all I need to say. And this is just it's really, really mind-boggling. Why? I know it's what Rafinha wants, but why are we bowing to Barcelona? Do you know what I mean? Why are we bowing to them? We don't owe them anything. It's not like, it's not like we have good deals with them, is it? So we need to move on. We need to move on so we can get these players. Now, I know am I right in saying that Charles de Ketelaere says that he doesn't want to come to Leeds? I think we're still in for like Gakpo. He's from Donegal Island, Liam. Donegal Island. Yeah. So it's. I don't know, guys. I don't know. It's. We need to make moves, don't we? We need to make moves in this transfer window. There's no doubt about it. And the sooner we get this Rafinha business sorted out, the better. Now, I'd love to get Gakpo and more Camera into Leeds. I really would. They'd be ideal. They'd be brilliant signings. The Tyler Adams, don't know how that's going to happen, because Mally said yesterday about this, this court of arbitration with John Kevin Augustine, and then obviously, so that won't happen. I don't want Adama Traore. I really don't. I don't want him at Leeds. I think we should look for a second choice keeper, someone with experience. So there's business to be done. It's just, I think what it is, I think we're waiting. I mean, we're waiting on this money from this deal with Rafinha before we can actually start bringing incomings in. So I'd just take Chelsea's offer. I'd say, look to Barcelona, we're not willing to sell him to you. It's as simple as that. And then tell Rafinha, look, they've messed us about, they've messed you about. We're looking after your interests. Chelsea have stumped up the money. They've come in strong. They want you. You know what I mean? They want you. I'd advise you to go talk to them proper. Look at them as a serious people, contenders. Looks like Brighton are leading a camera race. You see, even Brighton. You see this. Oh, so Brighton are leading camera race. So all these players we've been linked to, guys, we might not get any of them. You make it sound so easy. I know, Mally, but that's what I'd do. I would. How long have Barcelona had to sort this out? I know it, you know what I mean. Barcelona have had all this time to get it sorted out. And the chasing, if they can chase like some Robert Lewandowski, surely to God they can afford to pay for Rafinha. You know what I mean? He won't be cheap, will he? It is so annoying, guys. It's so annoying when you're trying to sell something and you're having to wait. You're having to wait to get the money to get the deal over the line. I mean, I love Rafinha. I think he's been best technical gifted player we've had in a very long time. And I don't want to see him go. But if it means that we can improve the squad, bolster the squad, it's worth it. And it's sure that it's worth it. It's worth him going in it. It's worth it because if we can bring in, if we can bring in 3-4 players in replace of Rafinha and Phillips, I think that's good business. I really do, and I think there'll be good quality as well. You know what I mean? I really do. I think we can bring in good quality players, and it's if we. I don't think we're going to get any of these players we were linked with. But if they're the sort of caliber of players we're looking at, I think it's a good thing. You know what I mean? This season can only be a good thing. It can only be a good thing overall. Hey up, fella, he says, hey up, fella. I love it. Love it, Mally. Love it. Yeah. Now, Mally, you're with us now, aren't you? So, Chelsea Catalan don't want to come to Leeds. I'm right in saying that. Brighton are leading race for Kamara. And I read somewhere, that player who we were on about getting from Man City, that I can't remember his name, but he's a youth player. He's got apparently Southampton, they're interested in him as well. So there's deals going off, and there's interest going off from other clubs. It's not just Leeds who we're looking to buy. So we've got to be smart. We've got to be, you've got to get in there early to get these players, because the longer you leave it, the harder it becomes. Because then other teams look at them. You know what I mean? It's like, think about it. If I see Chelsea, the Catalan wants Milan. Yeah, but honestly, guys, if Arsenal stop messing about and come in with a bid a week ago, I think Rafinha would have been there by now. I do. Honestly, I think Rafinha would have been an Arsenal player, but because they're messing about and leaving it leaving it late and stuff like that, Chelsea coming for him, and now Chelsea thought they had him, signed, sealed, and delivered, and now Barcelona have come. You know what I mean? Latvia, that's him. Latvia, that's it. Latvia. Thank you, Leeds 2022. We seem to be losing all interest at the moment, if reports are to be believed. We seem to be losing all interest. Yeah, there's nothing, but we do need quality players, Mally, don't we? If you're going to lose 2 quality players, you need to bring in at least 2 quality players to replace them. Because, where would we be without Rafinha's goals and contribution last season? Do you know what I mean? He kept us up, didn't he? And we need to make sure that Jesse Marsh, to give him best chance possible, he needs to have the best tools he can have to hand. You know what I mean? He needs to have the best tools at hand. He needs to, I know there's still people out there who doubt him. I love Bielsa as much as next man. Yes, it were painful to see him go, but yes, it were the right thing for the club. It proved to be the right thing for the club come end of season. Jesse Marsch, to me, deserves a chance. You know what I mean? He deserves benefit of doubt, and he's got my benefit of doubt. I'm going to give him a full support come start of the season. 10 games in, 15 games in, if we'll review it then. But up to that point, it's got the disabled team's full support anyway, guys. Honestly, he has. KP Medical tomorrow. Brilliant. I'm happy for him. I'm happy for it, lad. I really am happy for it, lad. Do you know what I mean? He could have gone to PSG for 200 grand a week or something. I know he's an home boy, but he could have gone to PSG for 200 grand a week. But he says no, I want to win trophies, and he wanted to go to Man City. So good luck to him. You know what I mean? Good luck to the boy. I'm happy for him, and this can only improve his career. It can only help him. He'll get a better player playing under Pep. There's no doubt about it. Now, I'm not saying Jesse Marsch is a bad coach. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is Pep's the closest to Bielsa style of play, and he thrived under Bielsa style of play. So I think he'll thrive under Pep. I'm not expecting him to play every game for Man City. I mean, I think he might get in all cups and competitions. He might get 20 games in season throughout season. I still think he'll be picked for England as well. I don't think it'll affect his England career neither. I think it's going to help. I think it's going to help, if I'm really honest with you all, guys. Rafinha has been offered a 5-year deal worth 120 grand a week at Chelsea. With an additional 1 year, if he chooses it, if that makes any sense. So this could be, that is good money. I don't see how he's going to turn that down. I don't see how Barcelona are going to be able to compete with that. I really don't. I don't think they can. You know what I mean? And this is why I'm saying, why do I don't know. Barcelona, though, they must think they've got a chance of getting him. Otherwise, they won't be sending Deco here, there, and back all the time. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think, yes, in an ideal world, I'd love to see Rafinha at Barcelona, but this is the real world, and that's what BigMallys said there. He's been offered a 5-year deal with 120 grand a week at Chelsea with an additional 1 year, I think it is. I'd definitely check that. Definitely. I mean, and rightly so. No man had turned that down. No woman had turned that down. No one in the right mind to turn that money down. I keep looking. I know I keep looking up, guys. I just keep looking up at telly above to see if there's anything from Fabrizio, and there isn't. It's all about full agreement reached with Richarlison and his representatives at Tottenham. It's all about Richarlison and Tottenham. So, see, they're getting their business done quick. If Leeds and Barcelona can strike a deal, Rafinha will take a lesser wage deal to join them. I agree with that. No, there's no new news at all. Manly, there's nothing about, is it, today, mate? There's absolutely nothing about, and it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy that. So let me get this right. Let me get this right. Right. So they're going to be re-talking to Chelsea's going to be talking to Deco today, and then hopefully this should be sorted out in next 24 hours, 48 hours at the absolute latest. I'd put a time limit on it. I put a timestamp on it. because we whether you like Chelsea or not. Hiya, Paul, mate, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Whether you like Chelsea or not, you know what I mean? It's not fair on them to be messed about neither. It really isn't. You know, we wouldn't like it if it were happening to us. We just need this wrapping up. We need it wrapping up and quick. Just to move on. Just so we can all move on. Then we know exactly what we're doing come start of next season. You know what I mean? That's what we need to do. It's just, I don't know. So, Tyler Paul, how do you feel about this Rafinha situation being a Chelsea fan? You must be doing your head in as well. Right, Leeds United could reportedly looking to move for Watford striker Emmanuel Dennis after learning of his £20 million valuation, according to Sky Sports presenter. Chef. Do you know something? This BigMallys is no word of a lie. I've stopped watching Sky Sports News. It's all online. You know what I mean? It's all online. Maybe you know what I mean. Maybe I should start watching Sky Sports News again on telly. You know, but it's all online, and everything seems to be quicker online than what Sky Sports seem to bring news out on. Whether that's times have changed, times have moved on. I mean, I was watching a show over there, and they were saying that they remember that you used to be only way you found out information about a player is you ran up phone numbers to get information. Now, if that were my case, if that were my phone bill would be sky high. At least 2022, good man. Do you know that I would take Emmanuel Dennis? I'd have Dennis at Leeds. There's no worries. Honestly, I think it'd be ideally speak. He's powerful. You know, in that 4-2-2-2 formation, it'd be ideal. 20 hours ago, Rafinha posted on Instagram photo from Dyer Qatar. He seems to be dragging this thing out and it is getting annoying until he's back in England. No deal can really be signed and sealed. That's a good point, Kufu. That is a good point. But surely, God, no deal can be officially signed and sealed. But we can say to Barcelona, look, you know, Chelsea have come in with this offer. You either match it or better it, or see you later. Off you go. And hope you're doing well, our friend. Hope your family's doing well, Kufu. Really do hope your family's doing well as well. Everyone's saying hi to each other. But yeah, I know I make it sound easy, guys. I really do. But that's what I'd do. You know what I mean? If I won't give up, you know, I'd say, right, look, you've messed us about long enough. We're not selling to you. Chelsea's up there. The offer's there. Rafinha, you either take that offer or you stay with us for another year. That's what I'd do, honestly. I know we won't get as much money for him, and I get that. But just so we can move on. You know what I mean? At least we can move on then. I mean, in an ideal world, you'd want to sell him. You really would want to sell him so you can bring in two or three players. Deco is at Chelsea. Yeah, it's Talon Paul. Is at Chelsea today. Deco wants him to go to Barcelona, doesn't he? There's no doubt about it. Deco wants him to go to Barcelona, but if you don't go to Barcelona, he wants him to go to Chelsea. And that's because he's played for both clubs. But he favours Rafinha's move to Barcelona, but they haven't got the funds. You know what I mean? They can't buy sweets in a sweet shop. They can't do anything. You know, they can't even register the players by all accounts. So, you know, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I'm doing well, Stu. Good to hear it, Leeds. Good to hear it, Cufford. Good to hear it. Looking forward to pre-season tour in Australia. I don't know if them games are on LUTV yet. I'm not sure. I've got someone here anyway. Someone's going to jump on with me to have a good chat with us. So here we go. Just you to stream. Hi, Nashi. How you doing, mate?
I'm frigging knackered. I've just cut gardens. It's either I'm getting older or that's getting longer.
What's the odds of KP failing his medical? I think it'll be 65. I think it'll be 70-30 that he passes, but there will be a 30% chance that he fails.
Oh my!
Hi, Nashi. You got a comment now, mate?
How are we doing?
Good to see you, brother. Anyway, it's good to have you on.
I know. I've just sat.
I'm not going to go live, Keith. I won't going to go live, but you know what? Because I sit here all day.
Yeah.
I sit here all day. And I thought it's getting me wound up. I'm getting wound up. I'm getting wound up. I'm getting wound up.
I've just been to shop where I start cut my grass, and a Leeds fan pulled me. He says, "Why is it that we've just let KP go for that price, and we're looking at Championship players at that price?" I went, "I have no idea, mate." He says, "We'll be looking at Championship players now," and I went, "I have no idea."
But you know, to be fair, I did say this, Keith. I did say that I would like to see some we can't afford Premier League players. We can't.
No.
But at least with Championship players, they've got English experience. They know English league. They're used to playing in England in our climate. Maybe one or two, I won't mind. I really wouldn't, because this Charles Di Cattelet, he's not coming.
No. He's not going to come.
He don't want to come to Leeds. No.
I think Leeds is going to be
that more camera that we talked about. You know that more camera? Brighton are now after him.
Oh well, let's face facts. Brighton's a good team.
Got a good manager in Potter, haven't they?
Yeah, that's my bogey team. I don't like Brighton. I do not like playing Brighton. That is definitely my boat. I'd sooner play Man City than Brighton. I just don't know why we can't turn them over.
Because they're a good team, because they're set up well, because Graham Potter's got them. He's been with them, 3 seasons now? And I was saying, Keith, before you come on stream earlier on, I says that I'm willing to give Jesse Marsh 10 to 15 games and then review the situation then. But from now till then, he's got my 100% backing, and he needs to, and he deserves to have he kept us up, so he deserves to have the tools. He deserves to have the tools.
We haven't got anybody else. We've got to rely on Jesse to do something, and I'm hoping to God he does turn Leeds around. I hope we win every single game. I really do.
Well, if we win every single game, you've got us going for title. But I know what you mean. You want to see us win more than you want to see us win more than last season, be in a more comfortable finishing position. I get that.
Out of 10 games, I'd like to think that we could beat 5 at teams. Out of 10.
Yeah.
Being realistic, not being obviously a note like that, but being realistic, I'd like to see 5 wins in the next 10 matches. And if we don't get that, I don't know what the hell we're going to do. Because if we do decide to get rid of Marsh, who the hell's going to replace him?
With that formation, Marsh plays.
Yep. Who could replace Marsh? That's a big question for me.
Well, hopefully it won't come to that. Hopefully it won't come to that.
I hope this is Leeds season, to be honest, because we need something. We do not need to be fighting again. That is my biggest fear. I do not want to see a fight.
I hope not. BigMallys deserves the move. I feel that Phillips deserves the move. You know what I mean? He could have gone when we were in Championship, struggling. When Tottenham come calling for him, he said no, didn't he?
Yeah.
I think it was Tottenham. Were it Tottenham or were it Villa? Wouldn't teams come calling? Were it Villa?
I'm sure it was Villa.
Yeah, wouldn't teams come calling when we were in Championship and he turned them down to stay with us? So he deserves this move now. Cafu says, "Hi, Nashi."
Right, Paul. How are you? I'm knackered, mate. You want to see the size of my back garden? It's beaming up. I've just sat down. I got a message. I thought, oh, crikey. I hadn't done my hair in it. She made me shave my tash off yesterday. I look like a beach ball head.
You actually look even better now.
Do I?
Yeah, man.
Good night. What's that? Chicken? Cow? Yeah, bullshit. I can smell something. Like I got a bloody conker head without no facial hair.
Yeah, brother. Morning, Keith. Paul saying.
Hey,
yeah,
ramen noodles are good, Paul. I liked that this morning.
We've got to get it sorted out, and we need to bring in players quick. The longer we leave it, the more chance that the more the odds are stacked against us that bigger clubs will come in for these better players. You know the stats what was said about these players and stuff to you. Yeah. Bigger clubs are going to want players. I mean, apparently Arsenal are sniffing around that Gakpo.
Oh dear. Well, this is it. This is what I don't understand. I mean, I was talking about Rafa to somebody this morning, and he says he's a mangy little git, but he'll only move to Barcelona. And he's been mangy about it. He's not playing for Leeds, just let him go. But he's holding on for Barcelona. I'm like, well, I don't know why. Me personally, I think he'd play well for Chelsea.
Well, Barcelona, if the reports are true, like Rafinha were peeved off that I think Lorenzo only sold him for 17 million. He got peeved off that he thought he was worth a lot more than that.
Yeah.
So is that sort of a person? Now, if he's that sort of a person, Keith, wouldn't he be saying to himself, now, Barcelona, I've been talking to Barcelona, at my age, it's been talking to Barcelona since February, March. You know, it's now bloody July, nearly July in 2 days.
Yeah.
No, tomorrow. Just 30 days in June, isn't there?
Yeah.
Tomorrow's July. They've had 5 months.
It's a silly situation, but why are we holding off on buying anybody? Why haven't we bought anybody this morning? Where's the 49ers? This is the big question. Have they just put the money into saying, right, we'll extend the ground and that's it? Or are they going to jump in and say, look, we'll just buy these players for you? And there's no news on 49ers at all. And that's what I'm wondering, what's going off behind the scenes.
Michael's in house. Hiya, Michael. How are you doing? Good morning, Stuart Nash. Where is League? Oh, sick nuts in bed. I can't get the staff these days. I can't get the staff. Never mind, Lee can't get the bloody staff. Hiya, Michael. Yeah, but no, look, it's Lee thinks. I spoke to Lee about this yesterday, and I said to him, "How do you really understands?" I said, Lee knows the song about Chelsea. Shoot the Chelsea comes to. He knows that song, and I spoke to him about it, and I said, "Would you be happy with him going to Chelsea?" And he said to me, "Dad, if Leeds can buy more players, yeah."
Yeah. But how much have we spent so far?
For what? Just short of 50 million, I think.
Right, just short of 50 million. So where's the fund from January? Where's the fund from staying up? And where's the fund for the summer window? Why aren't we buying players then? We should have some more money in kitty. Should be. When
there should be enough to bid at least on one major player.
One major player at least before we sell Rafinha. Definitely. Yeah. So what are they doing with the money? Am I presuming correctly by saying Rads is a tight-fisted sod and he's thinking about selling club and pocketing as much money as he can? And what?
No, I don't know, because I think he would. I don't think we would have made these 3 signings we've already made. I think he knows he can't afford to do that again. Michael's just made a good point. I'll just get this comment up first, Michael. This is from Cufu. Arsenal fans are saying get Los Camera may go to Brighton. TV Leipzig don't want to deal with us. CDK doesn't want to play for Leeds. We are running low on targets. Noah Lang, I guess. Yeah, but I know a lot of women don't want Noah Lang. The female fan base of Leeds United don't want Noah Lang because of how he is.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, he did a lot wrong, didn't he?
Yeah, he did, and I think that's what knocked his move up when we first come to Premier League. To be honest, Michael's good point here. This is a good point. I do believe Victor is working now, getting more signings, but it's not easy getting players to cross the line. Firstly, you have to sell the club to the player, then the club agreement and personal terms. Yeah, and there was a picture of Victor at airport as well. There's been a picture of him. Do you know some of these pictures? You can't go anywhere without being spotted, can you?
No.
There's either CCTV's watching you or bloody people on the mobile phones are watching you.
I mean, that's a good point, Stu, really. Victor Orta is working hard.
Yeah, of course he is.
He worked hard on signing James. Now, James come from Swansea, Manchester United, to us. He's had time to perform by playing for certain clubs. When is he going to perform for Leeds? Now, he tried damn hard to get James. He were adamant he were going to get James. He overpaid for him. So he's worked hard to get him. And for me, it's never worked. But James has had time, in my eyes, through his experience in football and who he's played for.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
I get that.
It swings and roundabouts. They're trying to get these players in and develop them. But I don't know.
Let's not forget we spent 50 million so far. 50 million we spent. But this we've been in Premier League 2 seasons. Remember, Bielsa didn't buy anyone last January neither.
Yeah.
Not January before.
Yeah.
You know, he never does business in January. We never have done. So we've had, it's all like we spent a fortune.
This is what I said. They must have money to buy. So what is actually going off? Because we all know that Rads is leaving eventually. But when's that going to come? And when is the 49ers going to buy the club? And what's going to happen? Because obviously there's something in pipeline with all that bloody Hawaiian stuff that they're trying to flog off now.
Do you think that Leeds could go out and put in that bid for Gakpo now? And try and get him now before Rafinha even leaves.
I think they've got money to do it, but I strongly believe that somebody along the line's been a tight-fisted sod. I really do. I think that it's just been about tight and making more profit. Because we all know Rads is leaving eventually, but when is that? When's this shareholder going to come in? This is what gets me. Football's a very strange thing for me. But you just got to bide your time, haven't you, and see what happens.
I'm just looking to see if there's anything that's not been put on yet. Nothing.
No. I've had a look to see if there's out about 49ers taking over and stuff like that. There's nothing in pipeline with it. Or is it all hush-hush and it's going to be announced at last minute? They'll just pack up and go. Now, with signings we've got already, could we pursue the Premier League? Do you think that? If we don't buy anybody else?
Look, it all depends on this Manchester system, how it's going to work. I think Rasmus Christiansen, I said this yesterday, he's going to be a fan favourite straight away. It's going to be an instant hit at Leeds.
Yeah,
Aronson, we'll see. We'll see with Aronson. Yeah. And Matt Rocker, we'll see what... It's got the quality as Matt Rocker.
See, there's some uncertainty, isn't there? It's not 100%... Nobody's like really geared up about these signings to the point where they're like, what best thing we could have done. I mean, like you say, Christiansen, is it Christiansen? Rasmus. He sounds a good prospect, him. He sounds like a good one. But you're talking about 1 out of 3 players.
Well, hopefully all 3 will make an impact.
MLS, that Harrison from MLS. Premier League's different league altogether. Different pace and everything, so I don't know if it'll shock him. That might take him a good 12 months to get used to it.
That's a fair point, is that actually? It's a fair point.
I sit back and think, we can't spend every penny on players. Well, that's a good point.
Valid point, Mally. We may have spent good. Valid point, Mally. We may have to spend good moves too. It's a good point as well, isn't it? It is. Michael Brown. If Leeds are struggling to get players in from overseas, then look closer to the home players who play in the English League. Berger from Sheffield United, he'd be a fantastic signing.
Yeah.
Really would be. Really, really would be. O'Brien, hungry young players from the lower leagues. Definitely. Them 2 players you mentioned, Michael. Sander Berger would be brilliant. I said that. Talked about yesterday, didn't we? Discussed it yesterday, and I think he'd be a class signing for Leeds.
I'd like to see both of them, to be honest.
And they're both cheap.
Yeah.
We won't have to break bank to get them.
Yeah, so that's a good possibility, that. And they'd fit in well, I think. That'd be 2 damn good signings.
And I think O'Brien's got, is it a £13 million or whatever it is, get out clause, release clause in his contract. We could buy his, you know what I mean? We could trigger that.
Yeah.
And I think he come to Leeds. It's only over Pennines, isn't it? From Leeds to Bradford. From Huddersfield to Leeds.
Well, that's it. So it takes me 45 minutes to get to Huddersfield from where I am.
How much is it going to cost us to improve the stadium and change the facilities? It's not all about players. That's a good point. And if that's what you were on about, weren't you, about the stadium?
Yeah, so is the 49ers old enough from buying players to extend the ground? That's what could possibly happen. And then after they've done renovations of it, that might not happen until end of season. And it's only just starting.
So have they started renovating? Have they started?
I don't know. I haven't heard too much on it, but if they've started it, they're going to have to get a shift on, aren't they? Because they have got long left.
Well, yes.
You know what I mean?
5 weeks, isn't it? 5 weeks or something. Season starts.
Can they extend it in 5 weeks?
Be a push.
It'd be a big push.
I've not heard of Rafinha when he come. No, I haven't heard of Rafinha when he come neither, Big Mally. That is a good point. That is a good point.
See, we've developed him. Leeds has definitely developed that lad and put an eye out there for everybody.
Well, he's used Leeds as a stepping stone, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Onto his future. His final move, possibly his final contract. If Chelsea are offering him a 5-year deal, you know what I mean.
I just hope he's not going to be Ronji and just hang about for that Barca move. I just really don't want him to start getting face on. Just if he's not happy, just go. And it's clear he's not happy.
Yeah,
and it's
very clear he wants to go.
Yeah. So he's not going to want to play for Leeds, right? He'll just kick the ball around. So we'll have to wait and see. I still think he'll go to Chelsea in end.
Yeah, you think it'll be Chelsea, but is Chelsea banned?
Yeah, I think so. But you never know in football. I mean, Arsenal could put a sneaky bid in at last minute.
Yeah, but he's not going to choose Arsenal over Chelsea, is he? Chelsea's got Champions League football.
Exactly. So for him, that is a major move. I can't see him going anywhere else bar Chelsea.
I just can't see Barca coming up with the money what Leeds want for him.
But I can't get over how Barca seems to be so stuck in mud with money. For years, Barcelona has just been epic.
It's because they paid really high wages from day dot, and it's caught up with them. You know, they've got themselves to blame.
Yeah.
Nobody else to blame apart from themselves. You know, they want to pay that staff wages. That's up to them, innit? But they've got to deal with consequences, and the problem is their consequences is affecting us.
True.
Maxwell Cornet, Burnley proven goal scorer in Premier League, would be a good addition to Leeds. Yep.
That's a good shout.
I'd bring back Charlie Taylor. Alioski's on a free. The club he played for, he got relegated.
I'd love to see him back. Just for one season, I would love that. I like to be with daft as a brush. He were daft as a brush. Oh, I'd love to see Alioski back. I would. Just for one season, on a loan or something like that. I'd love that.
Well, he's a free agent.
I'd love it. I would love it. A 1-year deal. Alioski back. Oh, my days. Definitely. Yeah, that'd be funny, that. He would have Yeah, I liked him, mate.
Berger and O'Brien both at Yorkshire clubs who know about Leeds and wouldn't have to relocate. I agree, Michael. Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, that'd be them two. Oh wow, that'd be epic. That.
I'll tell you another hungry upcoming player.
Go on.
Keane Moses Potter from Hull.
Oh.
Is it Lewis Potter? Lewis Potter. It's Lewis Potter from Hull. It'd be a great signing for Leeds United. It really would be, and he's only young. Holy Ghost is in the house. How are you, brother? Holy Ghost, how are you doing, mate? Hope you're doing well. He's at work, but he's following. You're always working with Holy Ghost. You're always working, lad. Always working. Just let me let this cat out, Matt. Keith. You're scratching my wallpaper. Keith. Get out. Ruining my bloody wallpaper, man. I would much rather see Rafa go sooner rather than later. Yep. Get the money for him, wish him well, and bring in the players committed to Leeds United cause. I agree. That's what we need to do. And you know, I dread playing against Chelsea when Firpo has to go up against him, but you know what I mean. Firpo, can you see it? Firpo v Rafinha.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
Firpo will do it. Firpo will just kick him. He'll grab hold of him and pull him down and stuff. He'll get booked.
Oh, definitely.
He'll get a booking. BigMallys. Leeds United have entered the transfer race for Everton Target and Tottenham midfield. Oh God, Harry Winks. Oh my God, no. Harry Winks.
Oh God.
Look at Harry Winks. Oh. Do you know something? I shouldn't be. Oh, is it arrived?
Just come now.
Has it just come?
Yeah. I'll leave it on Nicky's table.
The cardigan's come.
Oh, heck.
So sure I can't just pass you through TV screen. It would be easy, wouldn't it?
Look at that. I've just finished my bloody garden. It's bloody raining. Oh. There's a bloody towel on back on bloody side here. Things I have to do.
Could be worse, mate. You could be in charge of dealing with these United signings, dealing with Rafinha, having to go to and fro.
I wouldn't want that responsibility, to be honest. No way. Definitely not.
Do you know who we're wanting Barcelona to buy Rafinha more than us?
Go on.
Arsenal. Because the Arsenal were on verge of buying him, weren't they?
It's ridiculous, isn't it? He's an unhappy player at Leeds, so I'd go to any Premier League club if I were him. First come, first serve. But he's not wanting it, is he? He's wanting Barca.
He's got his heart set on Barcelona, hasn't he?
No. I just find it's a bit selfish in some respect, though, isn't it?
I think if push comes to shove, though, he would end up at Chelsea. Because he won't want to stay at Leeds.
I think he's odds-on favourite for Chelsea. He's definitely a Chelsea band.
I mean, I watched Just Joe yesterday, and Lewis made a good point. You know, people. You know, when people, when people say, "Oh, you know, we all Rafinha a lot because he kept us up." Like Lewis says, we were in January. We were 15th. Come end of January, we wanted a relegation battle. So February, March, April, that's when it started going wrong. And he says, if Rafinha didn't have a choice, where could he go? In February, March, and April, transfer window were closed. You know what I mean? Which I thought were a valid point, really.
Yeah.
He had to play for us to get into Brazil squad. Now, he's going to want to go to a club where World Cup's on this season, some winter. He's going to want to be playing football to get into World Cup squad at the highest possible level. And I think that's got to be European football.
Yeah. He's got no choice. He's hoping for Barca, but you know for a fact he's going to be a blue. He'll have a blue shirt on. He's got to do. But I just hope they push it on now. Because it's like Michael's put, O'Brien and Berger, man. Oh, yes. Get them lads on that bloody pitch. I cannot wait to see them two. That'd be interesting. Definitely. But we've just got to hope that there's some more signings coming who can make a difference to the game. But we'll see how it goes. Like I said, 10 games in, we'll see how Jesse does. See if he can switch things about. Wouldn't bring Alioski back. Oh.
He had the opportunity to stay with us with an improved contract, but he went for a bigger contract at his current club, who are now relegated. Alioski did well for Leeds, but history, he did get offered a contract, but he wanted more money, didn't he? Yeah. He went for money, didn't he? Would he be the same player, Keith? I think he'd be as nutty as what he is.
I just found him funny.
He improved morale around club though, didn't he? Yeah. Even at training, he improved morale.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I've noticed back end of season, the morale at Leeds was shocking.
It's because of the situation we were in, though.
Yeah. We lost Bielsa, so morale went straight away as soon as we lost Bielsa. But some daft bugger like Alioski would have, come on, lads, geared him up a bit.
I thought morale went before Bielsa. I thought morale went... Look, remember when we had that pre-season and we played like Villarreal and stuff like York School and stuff like that, and it wasn't taken serious.
No,
you know, and I don't think Bielsa believed, but a strong big believer in friendlies.
Well, this is it, isn't it? Well, you never know. Come weekend, we might pull something out. Come Friday, you never know. A surprise signing.
Speaking of World Cup, how's the sweepstake going? Right. Lawrence, Vaughan, Keith, Malley, Russell, Titch. I think there's about 8 or 9 of us, 8 or 9 so far. There's about 8 or 9 so far taking part in this World Cup sweepstakes thing. Lee can't wait to do draw. He's looking forward to that.
When's it on?
When we full all 16 slots.
Right.
So we've got about 8 or 9 interested. Mally. Raf is rubbing me up the wrong way when he's safe and.
I think with his he's rubbing everybody up the wrong way.
Raf is rubbing me up the wrong way. He's safe until January. We can't go down that early. He will play in the World Cup if he stays or not, and he's making our pre-season and season all easier. If he stays, he will not make our pre-season of season easier. No, I agree.
Yeah.
Luke, how are you doing? Luke Ledger's in the house. How are you doing, Luke, sir? You having a closing down sale? Yeah, he comes up with somebody. He comes up with some one-liners as well, Luke, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's funny.
Michael Brown. Lee should keep all the foreshore Dallas Cooper personally ailing for the time being, at least as the season to prove their worth for Finn squad was, and everyone would be made to battle for a first team place. Yes, I agree with that. You see, Dallas is out for quite a bit of time, isn't he? He's out for quite a bit of time. Is it really Ayling? Luke Ayling upset me when he got that stupid red card.
Yeah, you were fuming, weren't you?
I was fuming with him, yeah.
That were a bit naughty, that. I must admit.
You know, Cooper, yeah. I'd keep Cooper, definitely. Definitely keep Cooper. I keep them all, like Michael said. We can't afford to let anyone go. The squad's already worth a fin. We need to keep them. I mean, see how they're doing. And Forshaw, I mean, he gets a lot of stick to Forshaw because he passes sideways and backwards. And I get that, but he's tidy with it. Do you know what I mean? He's not the worst player we've got. He's not the worst player, is he?
What would you say the worst player we've got is?
Do you want me to be really honest with you? I can't make up my mind between Dan James and Firpo.
If I had to pick
Rodrigo. Rodrigo's
Wow.
in there as well. He's not consistent enough to Mally. Keith, he's not consistent enough.
I think Firpo's is worth signing. I just think that guy's just shocking. He's just no good with a ball. Firpo for me. I just think what a waste of money that was. He can't do anything with ball for me.
And again, this is a club. Where did we get him from?
Barca.
Yeah. And we're letting them mess us about again.
Yeah. It's shocking.
Leeds United, Leeds 2022 tonight, Luke. Leeds, Luke Ledger, can you not send Dan James to Chelsea instead? I wish we could.
Yeah.
Wish we could. Kufu says, and Tyler Roberts too, Luke. Yeah, I think. Do you know when Tyler Roberts played like injury, he carried on playing that game? I think Marsh were impressed with that.
Yeah.
So I think Marsh will want to keep him around. You know what I mean? You know.
Have they got any options?
At this moment in time, no.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Who will like your mum? Like mummy?
I always wanted. It's my mother.
But
always wanted. Always. I'm always busy. She'll be wanting to live with someone.
Well, if you want to jump off, Keith, you jump off whenever you want, mate. Honest to God. Seriously, get up. Your mum's important. And Tyler Roberts, 2-2. Leeds are minted, got 100 million to spend. Habit. Well, we haven't yet, Cieran. We haven't sold. That's the other thing about this whole idea of this stream. Barcelona are messing us about with trying to get in Rafinha's head. That's what they're doing. That's what all this is about. Getting Deco, getting Rafinha's head to say, I don't want to go to Chelsea, I want to go to Barcelona. And hoping that Leeds are going to drop price. And I was, no, it don't work like that.
It's shocking. It is. Just makes me chuckle what's going off. I don't want to see a player on that pitch at start of season who don't want to be there.
I agree. I hear Cieran Leeds 2022 saying, good day, mate, 2022. Yeah, if you need to shoot off, mate, you shoot off, honestly.
I better, because she's probably trying to lift something. I won't mind. I told her this morning if she wants out, gives a shout. I'm going to stop saying.
Don't worry, mate. Don't worry.
I told you I don't get much of a day off. Seriously.
Don't you worry about it, mate.
No wonder I'm bald.
I've got all these lovely people in chat to keep me company.
No worries, pal.
All right, mate. Thanks for coming on,
Keith. Yeah, guys, have fun.
All right, mate. Cheers, mate. Take care. Bye-bye, mate.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. There we go. Bless him. It keeps mum's pretty old, and she's a lovely woman. So, she needs his help. She needs his help, guys. You've got me back now. Michael Brown says, Leeds don't need Ben Foster as a second-string goalkeeper. Who is happy to be number 2 at 39 years. He's got to push himself. Leeds need Randolph from West Ham. His experienced keeper and will push Ilan. That's not a bad shout, guys. We've got a lot of West Ham fans in house. West Ham fans, what are your thoughts on Randolph? Do you like? Is Randolph? Do you think Randolph's a good keeper? Do you think he's got left in the tank? If I could terminate contracts, Costa and Roberts would be the first on the list, and it would be a long list. Yeah. I know what you're saying. I do. I know what you're saying, Malik. Later at 22 saying about an Ashley, Kufu saying about C and Ashley. Yeah, I agree. I agree that I agree with that. Would be first off the list. It would be a long list. I'd like to see the players I'd like to see leave club. Ideally, is Rodrigo. I know he sounds awful, but he's not consistent enough for me. I'd like to see Dan James being sold, unfortunately. I'd like to see Firpo go, but it's not going to happen, is it? It's not going to happen like that. Kiko will be on that list too, Mally. I think, haven't we terminated Kiko's contract? I thought we terminated it. I thought we got rid of that. I thought we sorted that out. Michael Brown, Stu, would you be covering Leeds pre-season games against Blackpool and their Australian matches? I'm not sure. Right, I will be if, as long as they're on LUTV. If they're on LUTV, Michael, I will cover games for you. Well, I say cover games for you. I think you'll be covering them for me, but you know what I mean. We'll be definitely on giving you scores and stuff anyway. There's no doubt about it. As long as they're on LUTV. If they're on LUTV, me and Lee'll pay for them anyway, so we aren't bothered. You know what I mean? And it's. I'll Michael, send my email address is in my chat. If you send me an email, I'll discuss something with you. I've got an idea for pre-season, so just send us an email so I can get hold of you, and then I'll have a good chat with you. I'll send you a message to tell you what I would like to do. Rafinha is a good number 2. Meslier is better. Yeah, but if if see Meslier, if he gets injured, we have to rely on Clarkson. Now, I trust Amani. Judgment really under 23 because she does watch them, and she says that Clarkson will be a good enough replacement keeper, if not better. He could be even better than Meslier in the next couple of years. So I'd like to bring in Randolph or someone like him. Why can't we have 3 quality keepers at a club? You know what I mean? Why can't we have 3 quality keepers? Randolph has just had a kid with Alexandra Burke, I think. Can't see him leaving London. If so, wow. If that's true, he won't leave London, will he, Luke? Definitely not. I hope so, Stu. Yeah, I hope so as well, Cafu. I really do. I hope they are on Leeds. I know some say you can't overhaul the whole squad, but we need a big shake-up. Yeah, well, I said to Russell, who's a big, Russell comes in chat. I said to him, is it officially classed as a rebuild? And what he says it's a major overhaul. It's a major overhaul. That's the bracket we put it in a major overhaul. We should have gone for Pope for 10 million. Yeah, I think we missed a trick there, Mally. I do, and I think Newcastle. To sell out, they've got all this money at richest club in the world. They're doing it right, aren't they? Let's be honest, guys. They're not spending money daft. They're bringing in quality players. Yeah, I know West Ham fans are going to say, yeah, but they tried nicking I think it was Areola. I think they tried to go in for Areola, didn't they? What Newcastle need, if they haven't already got it, and they didn't have it up to recently, is this, director of football. That's what they need. Someone who's in charge of signings. What do you think of pre-season Blackpool then? What do you think of the pre-season Blackpool and Brisbane? More practice game, Aston Villa, Palace, and Calgary. I think what they've done is they've done it. The 2 games with Blackpool and Calgary, they're both at home, aren't they? So they've done the away tour, and hopefully to get more Australians involved with Leeds United, which will be a great thing. It'll be a great opportunity for you guys who live in Australia to watch Leeds. In fact, you guys will be seeing our mass system sets up before we will, if you see what I mean, live. So it'd be interesting to see what formation Mash is going to go with, if it's going to be a 4-2-3-1 or if it's going to be like 4-2-2-2 or whatever it is. So it'd be interesting to see what's going to happen. Newcastle are doing some great business. They are BigMallys. They really are. Good luck to them. Good luck to them. Everyone thought they were going to come in and make all these marquee signings, but they're going about business the right way. Pope was a bargain, but I don't think Leeds could offer the wages Newcastle would. That's a good point. But if we'd have gone in for him early, Kieran, we might have got him. Do you know what I mean? It's all about timing, isn't it? If you leave things too late, there's a likely chance you're going to end up losing that player with somebody else coming in for him. Take a look at Arsenal with Rafinha, for instance. They were all getting ready to shout about Rafinha. Well, they were. They thought it were all done. And Chelsea come swooping in and put a proper offer in. You know what I mean? Arsenal just messed us about. A bit like Barcelona are doing now. Michael Brown, Leeds should allow players to leave who no longer wish to be at the club. I get that, yep. We would definitely let Kiko, Titch, Costa, Shackleton go out. Roberts, Cresswell, Somerville, Preveda and Davis. Don't you, right? Do you think? Do you think Somerville should be given an opportunity, Michael, in first team? You know what I mean? Because he were about to get into first team, but then he got that injury, didn't he, playing for under 23s, if you remember. He were on verge of getting in again, and then he got injured. So should we give him Bennett? Should we give him up to what we should be doing is saying to these players, look, you've got from now till Christmas to prove your worth. Show us that you deserve a place at Leeds United. And if they don't do anything from now till Christmas, then January when they let them try either release them, loan them out, or terminate the contracts. If it's that, I know it's not easy, but you know what I mean. Because I think if you let 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players go, Davis into first team player, so I can't include him. Pavetta, not really. To be fair, there's only Titch there, but he's not good enough. Maybe all right, Michael. Maybe all right. Maybe we know they aren't good enough, so maybe let them go. Let them all go. Got to go, all the best, chaps. Thank you very much for joining us, Cieran, as always. It's great to see you, honestly. It really is, brother. See you Saturday night as well, Cieran. Somerville and Cresswell deserve a decent go. Yeah, I agree that Somerville and Cressy, you know, what about before Romani watches his back and shouts at me, Yelder. What about Yelder? Does he deserve a chance? See you, Cieran. Kufu saying see you, Cieran. Yeah, Kufu, you're going to the same game as what Kieran's going to. So yeah, I hope you have a great time together. Sorry, guys, I'm just getting a drink. Water, can you believe it? I'm on bloody water. Yeah, so where were we? Yeah, we were talking about these players, weren't we? Somerville and Cresswell deserve a chance. Deserve a decent go. I agree. I do agree with that. You know, and that's what it says about Somerville. He were close, but he got injured. It's unfortunate. What's happening with Cody Drama? Does anybody know, guys? Is he going to fight for his place, or do we let him go out? Do we let him go again? I don't know. BigMallys, we are overloaded with centre backs. Yeah, because there's Koch as well, isn't there? There's Robin Koch. You got Koch, Strike, Cooper, Llorente. Yeah. You're right, Molly. You're right. We are. Yeah, definitely. He's been on the bench for the first. Look good in the unders. Yeah. I agree, Molly. I do. If Leeds bring in additional players to the ones we have recruited, it would be difficult for Somerville to get game time. So loan deals with possibilities or recalls for Somerville and Cresswell. Yeah, no, I agree with that. You've got to put in recalls, haven't we, this time, because you know what I mean. We had players out on loan last season when we desperately needed bodies and we couldn't get them back in. Drama will take the easy way out. We took the easy way out when you know he wanted first team football, didn't he? And Bielsa couldn't guarantee him that's where he wanted to go. Cody should be a backup to Christiansen while Ayling is injured. Yeah, when's Ayling due back? Let's have a look. Let's have a look at this. See when Ayling's due back, guys. Should have done this earlier. Sorry, guys. Injuries. Here we go. Let's see when Ailey's due back. Accept. All injuries, here we go. Right, so Ailey's due back. Well, he's got no return date. He had his surgery May 20th. Hopefully it's not too long between 2 and 4 months. So May, June, July, August, September. So he should be back between start August, September time. So hopefully we have him back in September. Hopefully. At a push August. So we'd have to go all August until he's back. So maybe then we could, if Cody isn't happy with playing second fiddle, let him go to still time before transfer window closes, isn't there? So it doesn't close till September, does it? Summer transfer window. Just making sure that I'm update. I think it's January, September the. It opens to less than 3 weeks worth of. Right, summer transfer window. When does it open and close? Right. Here we go. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Oh, it shuts up 1st of September at 11 o'clock. Yeah, so it shuts up 1st of September. So if he's back, you see, I don't know. I don't know what to say about Drama. I mean, he got player at season, did he? When he went out on loan, he were only less from what January, wasn't he? I think there's some quality in him, but I just don't know if he's got the right mentality to fight for his place. Like Molly says, maybe he'll take the easy way out. You know, maybe he will. Maybe he will, guys. Dallas is out for nearly. Dallas, last time I looked, it was nearly a year, wasn't it? If I'm right in saying that. Yes, Stuart Dallas. He could safely say it'll be 6 months or longer. So May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. That's like 6 months, or it could even be longer. So it's a shame. It's a shame. And Dan James got suspended for his red card, so I'd get rid of Dan James if I were anybody. I don't know if anyone else feels the same, but I'd get rid of Dan James. Cafu, Cardiff Player of the Year, was sucking up to get him back next season. Yeah. If Leeds loan out players, I agree with that, Kofu. If Leeds loan out players, there should be a recall clause just in case Leeds get any more major injuries to the first team. Players last season, if Cresswell, Cody, Somerville, Preveda are all out on loan, we can recall them. Yeah, I agree. BigMallys, Chelsea are set to meet Deco today to finalise a transfer deal for Rafinha. Right, so it looks like he's going to be going to Chelsea then, doesn't it? Which is good news. Not good news that he's going to Chelsea, but good news that he's getting dealt with. You know, it's good news that it's getting dealt with. At the end of the day, someone said to me, I can't remember who it was, but someone made a good point by saying that Rafinha probably don't even know the history between Leeds and Chelsea. So, you know, I think we do it right thing, guys. I think we do it right thing. I really do. Look, I promise I will keep an eye out on any news today. I'll keep an eye out on social media and stuff and see if there's what comes out. Any information I get, as long as it's concrete, I won't. I'm not going to just make videos up willy-nilly. I promise you that if they're done by credible journalists And if we get any more information, I will let you know. I promise you I'll keep you all updated. Just like Just Joe does. Like, Just Joe, I think Ollie Ward does the same as well. Bless him. I like both. Do you know somewhat? The Leeds YouTube fan base is pretty good overall, I think, anyway. I will keep James as a squad player, as teams can use up to 5 subs. James can be used for backup sub with his pace. The only problem is, Michael, it's that final ball in it, or the finishing. Yeah, it's brilliant up to final third, and then it goes wrong. Now, hopefully, he's going to work at that. You know what I mean? Throughout this pre-season, I hope he's going to work at that and comes back. The Dan James who we thought we'd bought. Deco has earned his cash on this one. Yeah, he's earned his air miles too, Mally. You know what I mean? He's earned his air miles. Laugh out loud. Yeah, so, look, guys, been going an hour, 20 minutes. I'm not bothered about how long I've been going for. I only come on for a quick 10-minute chat with you all, but you know how it is. And I love talking to you all. I could spend all day talking to you. But look, I promise you I'll keep an eye out on what's going off on the updating news. I'm gonna be giving you a call when I finished this stream, so I'm going to give you a phone call. Have a good chat with you. So hang on, what's this? Matching out together all these our week. Yeah, man. So look, I'm gonna wrap things up here. Hopefully Lee will be with us. And on a minute, some more messages. Don't like leaving messages behind. Deco has been a pain touting Rafa to Barcelona and other clubs. Apparently, a deal was agreed with Barcelona earlier this season as an help Leeds and distracted Rafa. Yeah, I heard it with February time. That's what I heard. Right, Fabrizio Romano told Leeds United want 3 more signings. Right. Charles de Ketelaere, he doesn't want to come to Leeds, does he? Apparently. Gakpo is going to be, there's a lot of interest in for him, not just for Leeds. So we need to make these signings and quick, guys, because before other clubs come in for him, we don't want to happen to us what's happened with Arsenal. We do all legwork and we do all work, and then someone comes in and tries to hijack his deal. We don't want stuff like that to happen to us. It'd be an horrible feeling, knowing that he's on verge of signing for you, then someone else sneaks in, bloody takes your player. Anyway, guys, look, I'm going to end it there. You've all been fantastic. We'll just keep the faith, keep an eye out on social media. You guys will find out well before I do, because I know what you're all like. But we will definitely keep an eye out on this one. And if there's any players or until a deal's been done, or until everything's been agreed, or until there's some concrete evidence, I won't do a video until we do it. Thanks. You're welcome, Michael. You're very welcome, mate. You're welcome. So, look, thank you very much for watching this edition of the Table Team. Hope you've all enjoyed it. Until next time, look after yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your day. Just keep your eye out on social media, and let's hope we still can get sorted out with everything. Anyway, take care, guys. See you all later. Cheers, mate, lads. Thank you.